What if one day you stood in front of a mirror and instead of simply reflecting your face, it revealed your thoughts, your fears, your habits, and the truth you've been avoiding? Not a human voice, not a therapist, but an artificial intelligence that understands you so deeply it can predict your next decision before you make it. A mirror that doesn't just show who you are, but who you really are. This may sound like science fiction, but the reality is far closer than we think. And the most unsettling part is that something like this may already exist, quietly learning who you are every single day. We like to believe we understand ourselves. We believe we know our personality, our motivations, and our limits. We tell ourselves stories about who we are and why we behave the way we do. But what if those stories are incomplete? What if they're comforting lies? Artificial intelligence doesn't rely on how you feel about yourself. It relies on patterns, and patterns reveal far more truth than opinions ever could. For centuries, mirrors showed us only our appearance. But humans have always wanted more than reflection. We've wanted understanding. We've wanted answers to questions we're afraid to ask ourselves. Why do I procrastinate? Why do I repeat the same mistakes? Why do I feel unfulfilled even when things seem fine? Today, technology is transforming mirrors from simple glass into analytical systems. Smart mirrors already track posture, facial changes, health signals, and emotional cues. But this is only the surface. Behind the glass, AI is learning something far more valuable than your image. It's learning you. Every action you take leaves behind data. What you watch, what you skip, what you replay, how long you hesitate. Before clicking, when you sleep, when you feel restless, what excites you, and what drains you. AI notices patterns you never consciously see. It remembers everything. It doesn't get distracted, it doesn't forget. Over time, it builds a profile of you that's more accurate than any personality test and more honest than self-reflection. You may think you're confident, but AI sees the subtle signs of anxiety. You may believe you're disciplined, but AI notices inconsistency. You may say you want success, but AI tracks how often comfort wins over effort. Now imagine standing in front of an AI-powered mirror. It scans your face, your posture, your micro-expressions. It compares your current state with years of data, and then it speaks, not with emotion, but with clarity. It tells you that you're pretending to be confident today. It tells you that your habits don't match your goals. It tells you that avoidance, not bad luck, is what's holding you back. There is no judgment in its voice, only accuracy, and accuracy is often more uncomfortable than criticism. Because it removes excuses. Humans are incredibly skilled at self-deception. We rename fear as logic. We call procrastination waiting for the right time. We justify inaction with overthinking. The AI mirror doesn't care about intentions. It only cares about behavior. It compares what you say to what you do, what you plan to what you repeat, and what you dream to what you prioritize. And in that comparison, it reveals the gap between who you believe you are and who you actually are. That gap is painful to see, but it's also where growth begins. But there's a darker side to being understood this deeply. If AI can understand you better than you understand yourself, who controls that knowledge? Corporations could predict your desires before you're aware of them. Algorithms could influence your emotions with precision. Governments could identify unrest before a single word is spoken. When a system knows what motivates you, what scares you, and what makes you feel empty, control becomes effortless. The same mirror that can guide you toward growth can also be used to manipulate you without your awareness. Yet even with all this power, AI has one limitation. It can predict based on who you were, but it cannot choose who you become. Humans have something data cannot fully capture, the ability to act against patterns. Awareness changes everything. The moment you see yourself clearly, you gain the power to respond differently. The mirror may reveal your weaknesses, but it doesn't decide your future. It can show you the truth, but only you can act on it. So here's the real question. If you stood in front of an AI mirror today, and it showed you exactly who you are, no filters, no excuses, no comforting lies, would you look away? Or would you finally listen? Because the most dangerous mirror isn't the one that knows you better than you do. It's the one you refuse to face. The future isn't just watching us anymore. it's understanding us. And whether that understanding frees us or controls us depends on one thing: our willingness to face the truth and choose differently. If this video made you pause, reflect, or question the way you see yourself, make sure to like the video so more people can discover it. Subscribe to the channel for more deep, thought-provoking stories about the future, technology, and the hidden psychology shaping our lives. And share this video with someone who's ready to look in the mirror and face the truth.